Boom Boom Boom's just dropping all this hearsay shit. He's saying that there's a creator who's interviewing crew members on set for a documentary and says that the crew members don't believe her. I mean, I don't believe this person or you.
But does it matter if the crew members
Well, I just don't
her?
believe you because you know why? You're not, there's no proof. So what?
Here's the thing. Justin Baldoni admits that she was sexually harassed on his set.
There's no. He
admits that he called her sexy and she had an issue with it.
Correct.
And he didn't address it like he should as an employer.
And that is SH.
She's the employee and he's the employer. He's supposed to address it according to a legal protocol. Okay.
That's SH.
He admits that Jamie Heath looked at her tits when she asked him to turn away.
That's correct.
And when she looked up, he was like looking right at her bare
He had
chest.
an excuse. He said, I'm sorry, I'm used to looking at people.
This is not good enough.
He talks.
Okay. And Justin Baldoni does also admit that Jamie Heath asked him whether Blake Lively would like to see the birthing scene. I mean, the birthing video, right? Yeah. Of Jamie Heath's private home birth with his wife, who is undressed in a birthing tub, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. He went to Justin Baldoni and was like, "Hey, I think I want to show this to her." Justin Baldoni was like, "Yeah, show it to her." Nobody asked Blake Lively whether she wanted to see it. He goes over to her while she's eating with her assistant, puts a phone in her face and just shows her what looks like fucking a nude woman in the dark. Okay.
Sexual harassment.
Like, this is not an okay way to.
Sexual harassment is easy to prove in this case. They're not going to have a problem proving it because, as you said, they openly admit to it.
Yep.
And by the way, sexual harassment does not mean that means she's entitled to a giant litigation with a giant fucking pot of money at the end of it. It just means that he committed the offenses that she claims. And remember that these are subjective. In other words, I can commit an act of sexual harassment unknowingly against somebody who might just be observing something I'm doing or saying to somebody else, and I'm not even aware they're there.
The Civil Rights Department allows it to count. If I make a sexual harassment claim, hearing what somebody else said to another person, right? It doesn't even involve me.
No.
But I can complain, and my employer has to deal with that according to the law.
Yeah.
Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath did not do that.
No.
And that is why they're in this fucking mess.
Correct. So harassment is a relatively subjective thing. What makes harassment litigious is whether or not it starts checking off different levels of egregiousness, aggressiveness, et cetera, whether it starts to push near the border of SA.
Victoria is addressing all of those claims, saying that they were not important enough. It is not up to us.
I was just explaining that it doesn't matter because it's all about retaliation. The only thing she has to prove now is whether or not she was retaliated against for her claims. If she proves that between now and a trial or right after the trial by a jury, she's going to win easily. The SH is not issue. It's a non-issue. It's a slam dunk. The reason why we know that is because the CRD, it's a step you have to take to be able to put legitimately before a court claims of sexual harassment and retaliation. You have to go through the CRD if you're doing it properly. I mean, you don't have to, but if you're doing it properly, if you're going about the case properly, then you file with the CRD, and the CRD gives you a right to sue, which is what she received. And once she received her right to sue, then she filed litigation against them for the retaliation.
Victoria says the only things that Justin is guilty of is being a pushover and too nice. I need you to understand that he is an employer, and in the state of California, he had legal obligations to address any complaint, regardless of how you feel about it, whether you think it's serious enough. Those were the first violations that he committed, that he needed to address complaints according to a legal protocol. And when he didn't, he was in violation of the law. And it was up to Blake Lively to decide what to do about it. And instead, he fucking retaliated, which broke more laws. And that's why she cites no less than 4 laws in her lawsuit that are well supported by evidence.
If you're saying that he's guilty of being a pushover, then you're saying that he acquiesced. Then you're saying that he agreed to whatever he was dealing with.
Victoria says you're getting all your information from Blake, and that is absolutely not true. Victoria, I have just told you about how Justin Baldoni's own lawsuit and own filings, his timeline document, shows that he admits that he.
Well, this is you getting pulled into their bullshit.
You know what I mean?
This is Victoria trying to create a distraction because there's nothing further from the truth there. We're literally giving her page numbers. The last time she was here, we told her to go to page 33 of Justin Baldoni's.
I feel like I'm arguing with a chatbot,
which was filed on his stupid fucking website. It's right there, page 33. You know, we know where the evidence is by page goddamn number. So stop with that. We've read it all.
I'm not even referring to Blake Lively's filing at all.
Or I guess you could live in the goddamn delusion that nobody knows what they're talking about when they disagree with you. Or you could start looking at the evidence for what the evidence is. Your guy had his lawsuit thrown out of court because it doesn't have any merit whatsoever, and that it includes extortion, which is what you guys are running around the internet with like it's some kind of fucking, trophy, and it's nothing. There was no extortion. She didn't try to steal anything from anybody. The truth is that they lost control of the film. The truth is that she saw things that were going on that were inconsistent with the image that he was putting out in the world and in Hollywood. And by the way, that's a really fucking dangerous thing. It's the whole you want to sucker little boy thing, that pedophiles fucking use. Because you're sitting there and you're putting out this front, hey man, women are safe here. And then you're exploiting them, dude. That's a real fucking problem.
Or she's complaining about open mouth kissing.
So what she's saying is hey, this isn't what they say it is. Don't go in there. It says it's a barbershop, but it's not. It's a fucking guillotine shop.
Step right up to our guillotine
shop. Step right up. We're going to cut your hair. Whoops, sorry. We took your head off in the process.
Okay.
It's not what you think it is, dude. You got to open your eyes here and look thoroughly at what's going on around you.
That ship has sailed, babe. They're not opening their eyes about nothing.
Well, I'm going to still say it because for the sake of anybody who might not, this isn't just for Victoria. Yes, Victoria's lost to us all. And maybe we should pour one out for her when we start our next live because she's gone for good.